Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds, Thursday morning. Chiefs, Texans on Saturday. Patrick got a chance to get out and work out yesterday. I still think they should sit him. He says he's going to play.
He says he will. This has to be the most rapid recovery from an ankle sprain ever. Anyway, he did compete for a second day in full practice, says he's going to play. And I guess that echoes the sentiments of the medical staff and the coaching staff. He'll, I guess, be out there on Saturday when the Chiefs take on the Houston Texans in a 12 noon game, which you'll, of course, hear right here on The Cave. But fact of the matter remains, Mike, I am in full agreement with you. Why not sit him? I know he wants to play, and he feels like he needs to play, and probably does, but not at the cost of the future. And God forbid anything happened to him, but the chances certainly are a lot greater since he just got injured last week.
Yeah, and again, it is a rate of attrition for the NFL, and hopefully they can find a time to find some rest in the next week because it's going to be busy for him. So maybe half and half. Maybe treat it like a preseason game. Give him a first quarter, give Carson the second quarter.
Well, that is possible.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just hope they're careful because, we only got 3 games left before the real dance starts. The new college football playoffs present a TV ratings war, which is pretty interesting, and it's really coming down to who paid the most money.
Well, that's exactly right. Now, there's a presidential rule that was signed in 1961 by JFK that said, and it prohibited the National Football League from playing games on Friday or Saturday so that they don't harm any of the prep games or the college games. Well, that ends, the rule ends at the last regular scheduled game, which, of course, is Army-Navy and was last week. But wait a minute. This rule came into effect before the college football playoffs were designed, and now on Saturday we get 2 pro football games, the Chiefs and the Texans and the Ravens and the Steelers up against the college football playoffs. And the first game, of course, is Penn State versus Southern Methodist. Chiefs game will kick off about an hour after that one starts. Then you have Clemson against Texas, and then you have the Ohio State-Tennessee game, and Baltimore and Pittsburgh will probably overlap that. Head-to-head on TV, the ratings experts are going to be watching this very closely to see who wins it. I think the NFL will probably get the higher ratings, but over and above all of that, it is an interesting test, high-level football against the best football.
And it's a perfect timing for me because it's my birthday tomorrow, and that means I get birthday football all weekend long.
You can't go wrong that way.
No, sir. Good gift for me. All right, Mizzou is favored by 3 in their Music City Bowl game versus Iowa, but you think Iowa's going to be kind of going in there with a handicap or what?
The Hawkeyes will be shorthanded, and in a sense, so will Missouri. Iowa's top running back's a kid named Caleb Johnson, but he won't play because he's preparing for the NFL draft. And quarterback Cade McNamara, who was with Iowa this year, said yesterday he's going in the transfer portal, so he's out. Now, Missouri will be without Luther Burden, their star. He's going to the pros. And another one is tight end Brett Norfleet and linebacker Chuck Hicks. Neither of them will play in the game. So I guess colleges prepare for, I assume they do. How you can do that, I don't know. But they prepare for guys opting out for the NFL draft. And until there's a decision made about players pulling out of their scholarships, then this will continue. I think it's a mistake, a big error. Sure, you're going to chance of getting hurt is there. It's football. It's a concussive sport. But by the same token, do you dishonor your school and your scholarship by doing that? Not in my opinion.
So, Missouri State Bears were at home last night. How'd that game go?
They played a Division II team, which on the Bears schedule counts. But on the Division II team, Lincoln's, it does not. It was an exhibition for the Division II ball club. They didn't play it like an exhibition. Missouri State and Lincoln out of Jefferson City have a long history of great basketball, but it was also 40 and 50 years ago. Since then, the teams, of course, have changed status. Last night, Lincoln came into town and gave the Bears fits in the first half. In fact, Lincoln had the lead at halftime. That was totally unexpected. But then the Bears had a hot streak to start off the second half and pulled away and won it 61-49. But the Lincoln team wasn't bad, and they scrapped with Missouri State all the way. Bears were a little bit bigger on the front line and just overall better talented. but they didn't have a very good night at all. They have that on Sunday when they play again, and there will be trouble in River City. But the Bears do win 61-49.
Great to hear. When do they get to play again?
Well, the Lady Bears will play tomorrow. They'll play tomorrow at noontime. And Mike, this one's listed on their ticket plan as a special for senior citizens. No, it's a special for the kids getting out of school is what it is. Anyway, the Lady Bears will play Southern Mississippi, and that'll be at noontime tomorrow. The Bears will play the Gauchos, and that game will be Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The Gauchos are Cal State Santa Barbara. They are a very good basketball team, and the Bears had better be ready to play this one. So it's basketball Friday and Sunday before the Christmas holiday.
As if you didn't have anything else to do this weekend, Ed. Well, last but not least, we got a game that you're going to be here for to broadcast on 104.7 The Cave, Chiefs-Texans. And it's at noon on Saturday.
And the pregame show, Ned Talk, begins at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. And really, that's the way you want it. It'll also begin at 10 a.m. on Christmas morning when the when the Chiefs will play the Pittsburgh Steelers in a noontime game over in Pittsburgh. But first things first, the Houston Texans on Saturday at noontime, and Ned Talk right here at 10, the Chiefs pregame show at 11, and then the game itself promises to be on the cool side, but nonetheless, will Patrick Mahomes play? It looks like he's going to. That's at 12 noon, and you'll hear it right here.
We'll see what happens, Ned. You have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon.